大家好，我是段娜，这里是美南时事通。那么今天呢，就是一个非常特殊的日子啊。我们都说世间万物瞬息万变，每一天呢都会发生非常多的事情。那在从明天到周末这几个日子，在我们的休斯顿会发生一件非常大的事情，也就是这个第54届休斯顿国际电影节哈，就是将会拉开帷幕哈。这个电影节呢，可能很多熟悉的朋友会知道，它是应该算是历史上第三历史悠久的这个电影节，很多的大导演，包括这个斯皮伯尔格、李安，包括我们国内的大演员、大明星杨幂哈，都在这个电影节上获得了大奖。那么今天呢，在节目当中，我们非常荣幸的邀请到了这个电影节的创始人就是 Mr. Hunter Todd， 然后来我们的节目当中呢，来跟我们的分享，就是看他有什么样的好消息要告诉我们关于这场电影节。All right, Mr. Hunter, how are you?
Hi, Nanny. Great to be with you again after we missed a year.
Oh yeah, this has been so long, but it seems like just yesterday, right?
It does.
Okay, so I know you have this is a news talk show. Last year you've been on my show called American Celebrities. And so this is a news talk show. Obviously, we release some good news, big news. So do you have a big news for us today?
Well, we're pulling off our 54th World Fest Houston, which is the oldest longest-running independent film festival in the world, right here in Houston. And of course, we discovered Spielberg and Ang Lee and George Lucas and Randall Kleiser all got their first prizes right here at World Fest.
All right. 就是像我刚才提到的，就是这个电影节，刚才 Hunter 先生也有提到哈，就是斯皮伯尔格、李安这种大的导演，他们的第一个奖基本上都是在这个电影节上发生的。那明天呢将会是这个开幕式。Okay, Mr. Hunter. So tomorrow is going to be the opening. So what our audience can expecting from the opening? Can we have a little bit licky-picky news? Yeah.
Yes, well, we're opening with two films. One film is our Panorama Asia film from Japan. We've really grown the Panorama Asia tremendously, so we're now the largest special film festival in America for films from China and all of Asia. And that is a wonderful movie, and the Japanese director's coming, and it's called Beautiful Lure. And it's a very mystical and marvelous thing. It's the modern tale of the old story, Painted Skin, which any Japanese will know. But we have the cast and crew and director coming in for it tomorrow night, and that will be in 2 theaters. But in 4 theaters is the world theatrical premiere of Narco Sub, directed by Houston's own Sean Welling, and it has some big stars in it: Tom Vera, Tom Sizemore, Lee Majors, Robert Lasardo, who plays a great villain. And it's an amazing story, and Sean and all of his top people will be here. And that one starts at 7. In 4 theaters. And then right after that, our wonderful Japanese film opening Panorama Asia starts. And tickets for opening night include 2 champagne drinks or 2 cocktails. Yeah, on the festival, and they're $20, and they're available online at the Cinemark Memorial City website. Or you can go in and buy them, but if you're going to buy them, I'd go in early because, with the COVID-19 rule, the 50% rule, our 150-seat theater only seats 75 people, so we're really restricted. But opening night, 2 great films, and then the party afterwards across the street at the Westin Hotel with good music and champagne.
Oh, how wonderful! And Hunter 先生刚才有提到，就是明天的这个开幕式哈，会有2个电影的这个公映，一个是日本的一个电影，一个是我们休斯顿本土的Sean， 他其实去年有一部很大的电影，就是最后一个宇航员好像也是获了很多的大奖。那他的这个团队这个主演哈都会到现场。那如果休斯顿当地的朋友对这2部电影就是有兴趣，对我们本土的这个电影人就是有一些支持的话，其实不妨去看一下这个电影的地址啊。这个开幕式的地址会是在 Memorial City Mall 的一个那个电影院。而且在电影结束之后啊，就在开幕式结束之后呢，它会有2部电影的公映。公映完之后呢，会有一个 after party. So do we have an after party at the hotel tomorrow night, like every year do?
It'll be starting at about 8:30 or 9 o'clock across the street at the Marriott Westin Hotel in the grill on the lower level. And you'll come in, you'll see a big sign that says Festival Club and all the filmmakers. It amazes me, Nane, that we have, despite the COVID, we have almost 100 international guests coming in for the festival.
Wow. Oh. That's amazing. I would be surprised because it's difficult to flow in, right? Because of the COVID, yeah.
And we have them coming from Russia and from Japan and all over America. It's just amazing. So.
Okay, is any from China? Because it's difficult because I believe right now from China to America, it's a little bit difficult to flow in between these two countries, yeah.
Well, the Chinese that are coming are in America already.
Oh, okay.
So they can manage. And it's all open to the public, everything. Every single premiere, you can come and buy a ticket. We'd recommend you do it online at Cinemark in Memorial City to guarantee your ticket, or come a half an hour early because the 50-seat theater will only seat 25 people under the COVID rules.
Oh, wow. 那其实Hunter先生有提到这个电影的公映的票可能会一票难求哈，因为就是这个新冠的原因，就是位置是非常有限的，所以如果大家需要去观看这两部电影的话呢，可以在网上买，在他们网站上买，也可以去现场买票。我相信就是大家都不想错过这个好机会，因为刚才Hunter先生有提到过，今天晚上的 After Party 呢，就是说即便在新冠这种非常艰难的情况下，依然有100多位这个来自于各个州和海外的这个演艺圈的就是人士来出席这个开幕式以及这个 After Party， 我想是非常好的机会。So Mr. Hunter, you were just mentioned about because the COVID the situation is very strict. So I've heard about yourself actually been through like 3 times the COVID. So how do you? Oh yeah, still going on. How do you feel? Been hosting this such big film festival, during the pandemic. You feel it's difficult?
No, but it's very interesting. We have a reporter flying in from Variety in Hollywood, and he's coming to our festival because he said, Hunter, you are the first major city festival in America that has gone live. All the others are running online events. And he told me that a film festival is a live audience, a live director, and a theater that gets dark when the movie starts. And that's what we're doing. So they're coming in to report on how it works. And all the other big ones, New York and San Francisco, have been going virtual, online. And that's not a thing. So we're starting. We think we'll have good crowds. In fact, we think we'll have sellouts because we can only sell half the theater.
Yeah, 就是很显然，这个新冠很直接的影响到了这个人群需要聚集的这种商务哈，就是看电影的话，做聚会、做 event 就做大型的这种活动，肯定是需要人多，当然才会是有这个生意的这个生意的昌隆哈。所以就是说在整个这个新冠的过程当中，我相信就因为它去年就有取消掉，所以今年能够做起来，相信也是我们在把这个新冠的也是慢慢的就是有在handle 的比较好的一个情况。So because I know last year because the locking down, so we did not do nothing because it was just we don't know how serious this thing is, so everything was locking down. So that was affect you the business a lot, right?
Oh, very much because we lost the theater. They shut the theater down, and then we lost the hotel. They shut the Westin down, and also all of our sponsors dropped out because if you don't have a film festival, you don't get a sponsorship check. So it was not a good year. So we hope we'll be coming back nicely this year, and the audience can help us tremendously by filling every theater, and it's all on the website at worldfest.org, worldfest.org. And you can see the schedule, you can buy tickets that way, and you can actually see trailers of the film. Almost every film has a trailer to see at worldfest.org.
Nice. And so, actually, I do. So this year, actually, you just squeeze it shorter for the term. Normally, you do longer, right? So that's also because of the pandemic, or yeah.
Yeah.
Are we still gonna do the boat sailing thing we're now do this year? Like you have the yacht club, the yacht club.
Yes, of course. Yes, it'll be there on Sunday, and it's open for all the filmmakers and VIP guests, and that includes you.
Oh,
and it will start
such a pleasure.
at 12:30 on Sunday at the beautiful Houston Yacht Club in Galveston Bay with a barbecue and beer, Texas beer.
Oh wow! I gotta make it. I gotta make this happen. Okay, so it's Sunday, right? It's Sunday.
Yes, that's Sunday at 12:30.
OK， 那其实在这个电影节，它每一年呢都会有就是有一个。就是游艇俱乐部的这样的一个活动，就是会给这些 VIP 和包括这些明星哈，大家一个在一起交流，然后有娱乐的一个这样的活动。那今年依然会有啊，会是在礼拜天。那也很感谢 Hunter 先生把我列为他们这个金牌的 VIP， 所以呢，就是有幸的话，我会希望也会去出席。哇那 such a pleasure! I'm gonna be the gold VIP of World Fest. Okay. And so, what does summation look like this year compared with like before, or to 52 years or something like that?
Well, first of all, here is the beautiful Houston Yacht Club, where the regatta will be with the Texas barbecue and Texas beer, and you have a special invitation to come, and you can either go on a sailboat or a big motor yacht, your choice. So, as you know, we discovered Spielberg and George Lucas and Ang Lee and Ridley Scott and the Coen brothers. The Coen brothers won way back in the early 80s for Blood Simple. And we know, because of the success of this festival, that our audience will see movies being made by a first-time director who will be the Spielberg or the George Lucas in 10 years. And you can meet them, and at the Festival Club every night across at the Westin Hotel, you can come and have a drink with the director. And maybe you have a script idea you want to tell him about.
Right.
It's all open, and we welcome everyone to come.
Yeah, I think this is such a very meaningful thing to do, because I personally been in you after party last year, a year before last year, before the pandemic, and so I've been seeing people be socialize each other. And so people, build up connections with worldwide filmmakers, and they switch the resources, they do projects together. That's very awesome. So are you going to be... Back in 2019, which is our last festival we had with the public, we had an Indian director fly over here from Bombay, and he won a gold medal for his feature, which had its American premiere here. And his name is Geo Baby. Okay.
And Geo Baby, because of his gold medal, is now the #1 top director in all of India. His movies are showing everywhere. In other words, he's as big as Spielberg and George Lucas in India. And he had his premiere film right here. And many people were able to meet Geo Baby and to see his movie. So that's the kind of discovery that we love at World Fest.
Wow, that's awesome 啊！这个电影节就是说，虽然说当今就是这个电影节就非常的多，无数啊，但是这个在独立电影节的，在全世界还是历史最悠久的一届。而且 Hunter 先生今年84岁高龄，84岁高龄，但是他这个电影节已经做了就是30年，因为他已经。今年是第54届了啊，因为 you talk 哈，OK 而且呢，就是说这个斯皮伯尔格就是他的第一个奖，李安的第一个奖都是在这个电影节上发生，所以呢，就是他的历史，他的根基是非常深厚的。对于很多这种新来的这个或者说后来的想要做电影的人，这是一个非常好的一个怎么讲一个沃土，而且呢，就是他刚才提到在印度的一位这个导演哈，就是拍的电影到他这个电影节飞过来获得一个奖，然后他回去之后就真的变成了就是印度的斯皮伯尔格了。所以说机会呢，其实对每个人都是均等的，只是说大家都确定目标，然后去努力。OK，so I have noticed, and so every year you have a different kind of submission time for next, and so for the 2022, the submission is the submission started like August. Is that true?
Yes, exactly. August 15th they open for 2022, and the festival dates will be in April, and we will be expanding it one more day. So in April of 2022, it will be a 5-day festival. So we'll slowly creep back to where we were, but we love the short version. It's easier to handle, and it's not so crazy. But April of 2022, but entries open for all filmmakers on the 15th of August of this year. We had a wonderful film. This is Cerebrum, which is done by a local Houston filmmaker, having its world premiere. And RV is he Pakistani?
No,
he's from India.
Yeah.
RV, an Indian director, another Indian director. He works here in IT, and we're thrilled to present RV's world premiere of Cerebrum, a real chiller.
So who is the director? Who is the director for this movie?
RV Ragu.
RV Ragu.
Oh, okay.
Ragu is a short version of his very long Indian name.
Yeah. I never can remember the name right. Yeah.
Yeah. RV Ragu is his official name for the film, but he has this RV Ragababa Juba Babu long Indian name.
I'm glad you have a very clear short name, so I can remember very clear.
Yeah. You too, Nene.
Okay, so how the percentage it is from like a worldwide? How is the submission percentage from China this year?
Well, we were astounded this year. We figured because of the virus, we'd be down in entries, but we were way up in entries by 10 or 15% more entries this year than last year, which is a real shock. And the exciting news is the number 2 nation of entries after the United States is no longer Canada, it's China.
Wow.
China is second in number of international entries of all sorts, and Canada is now number 3. And what is interesting is about half of those films are directly from China, and the other half are from Chinese filmmakers living and working in LA or New York. But they were filmed in China, and then they got back here and entered their film from LA. But they're very beautiful, amazing films, and I think we've got some real new Ang Lees coming out of the current crop of Chinese filmmakers.
Oh wow, new and Lees 哈，他说其实我有问到，就 Hunter 先生说这个中国电影市场今年的投递情况怎样？他是说有收到过很多，但有很多这个就是中国的电影人，但是生活在美国的，就是也投递一些片子。那其实今年中国呢，就是在中国国内哈，也有很多的人其实有联系到我本人，就是所以会希望投递这个电影节。所以说这个电影节对咱们这个就是国内的这个电影市场的影响也是非常的大的，而且 Hunter 先生也是历年会经常飞到中国上海电影节之类的去出席一些电影节。Okay, so Mr. Hunter, so I do remember you were mentioned that you went to China like Shanghai for the film festivals before. So I believe last year because of the pandemic, so this could not be happened. So are you looking forward to 2022? We're going to go in China for those communicate about the film festivals too again?
Yes, we look forward to getting an invitation once again because we become a sister festival with Shanghai, and we share films and they suggest films for us. And of course, as you know, Shanghai is a beautiful, amazing city.
Right.
And it is such a great thing to get there. And it's funny, we fly into Beijing, and then they put us on the super fast train, and in 2 hours, we're way down in Shanghai going 300 miles an hour. It's a wonderful experience. And Shanghai is one of the great festivals in the world. And of course, they're sponsored by the government, so they have almost an unlimited budget. And the fact they invite us to come shows they have lots of money.
Right.
So we love it. We find really great films. This is our official closing film from Portugal. It's called 1618.
Okay.
And it's the final on Sunday night at 9 o'clock, the official closing film. And it's a true story based on a true story of Portugal in 1618, and a very very dynamic and exciting movie.
Okay, so you mentioned that this is a movie for the closing night is 25th, Sunday night. And so do we have the ceremony, the rewarding ceremony this year, or we are not going to do it?
No, because the festival is so short, we won't have time for the big Saturday Awards Gala dinner. But what we're doing is presenting the awards to the filmmakers at the theater. So they have their own private award ceremony at the Cinemark Theater. When I introduce the director, I pull the award out of one of our festival bags and say, you win the Platinum Award or the Gold or the Silver.
Oh, wow. I hope I can be that female version Anne Lee on this festival someday, right? This is possible, right?
Very soon.
Very soon. We're going to keep you up for another 54 years. So I'm going to make it this long term eventually, right?
Yes.
他是说有很多这个新的李安会出现哈，就是说很多的中国电影人在投递他的这个电影节。我是说我希望我自己会成为一个女版的李安呢。当然就是 Hunter 先生一直非常的幽默哈，他觉得完全有可能会很快就会发生。那我要自己更加努力，因为我自己本身也是电影人。Okay, so Mr. Hunter, do you have any more news to release for this such a big day before the big day of tomorrow? I mean, I know. So tomorrow the opening. So you had a schedule to let the audience to know.
Yes, the schedule's on our website at worldfest.org. Don't go to worldfest.com because we're a nonprofit. It's worldfest.org. You can see the complete schedule, and you can click on the titles and see a trailer. And we like to emphasize two things. Number one, it is open to everyone. It's not a private festival. Like the Cannes Film Festival and the Berlin Film Festival, if you're just a movie buff, you cannot get in. It's for invited guests only. Our festival, everybody's an invited guest. Here's what the page looks like. Very simple. All you do is click on a film, and that's on our website, and it goes to the trailer, the preview of the movie, and you can see exactly what it's about. And we welcome everyone, and to guarantee they get a seat, since we're operating under COVID-19 rules, they can go to our website and buy their ticket in advance, which guarantees their reserved seat at the Cinemark Memorial City Theater. And we know that we will have this year, absolutely, out of all of these wonderful movies, a total of 150 shorts and features, we will have a Spielberg and an Ang Lee of the future, and you'll get to meet him before he's famous.
Exactly， 就是在新的那个斯皮伯尔格和李安变成斯皮伯尔格和李安之前呢，就是你去遇到他，会在这个电影节去遇见他。当然这是一个很好的机会，像我之前有提到过的，基本上就是我自己也出席过他这个开幕式和这个after party，是一个很好的去交流、去认识这个电影圈的来自世界各地的电影圈的，就是这些朋友。所以就是我想，如果你是一个电影爱好者，或者说是电影制作者，或者说是希望在影视圈发展的，哪怕任何一个角色，包括从演员，从电影圈的任何一个角色，就是我觉得都是一个很好的机会，可以去认识和去学习。Yeah. Once and again, I think this is a very, very good opportunity for the filmmakers, and you coming over to meet the people, another filmmakers from worldwide, and to build up the network. It's a network, and I mean it's very valuable. You don't have to pay nothing, obviously. I mean, literally don't have to pay the plane ticket, fly overseas to meet them, so they'll come to here, right?
Yes. And we are amazed so many are coming. Frankly, we're premiering 35 new feature films and over 100 shorts. So we thought we might get a handful of 5 or 6, but it looks like we're going to get a large amount of maybe 50 or more international filmmakers from all over the world and America will be here to meet the audience. And after the shows, every night at the Westin Grill, that's the Festival Club, and there'll be a big sign saying Festival Club, and you can come in and have a drink with the director or just say hello and tell him you have a wonderful script he has to read.
Right.
But that's all free, And the opening night tickets are $20, but that includes 2 glasses of champagne, which is what 2 glasses of champagne cost anywhere.
Right.
So it's a great deal. So you get a premiere of a movie with the directors and everybody, and then you get your bubbly and good nibbles at the Westin across the street. And that's tomorrow night.
Oh, wow.
Good.
So it's just let's get drunk and doing some real business, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh, so you were just mentioned that there's like 35 movies in the premiere and 100 over 100 shorts, right?
That's right.
It's all day long.
And the shorts are on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And you can see those on their online schedule, and you can see which one you want to meet. And some are from Houston, and some are from Japan, and some are from China.
And some from Russia, right?
Oh, yes, right. And Kazakhstan, all over the world. It's just amazing. We've become a very well-known film festival over the 54 years.
Right.
And it's, of course, the oldest, longest-running independent film festival in the world. Now, Cannes and Venice and Berlin are older, but those are major studio festivals. They don't focus on indie film like we do.
Right.
And that's why we think our directors are better, because we get the new Spielberg and the new Ang Lee and the new George Lucas when they're starting out. I remember the Coen brothers standing around in front of the lobby at the theater back when we were in the Greenway 3 in the old days, and they were all so nervous about the audience, and it was their first showing of Blood Simple, and when everybody came out raving about it, they were so happy and hugging each other, and we, in other words, discovered the Coen brothers, 2 of the greatest filmmakers in America today.
Oh, right, wonderful, wonderful. 那汉特先生其实有提到这次的这个电影的公映，它是会有影展哈，我们应该说叫影展，它有35部35部这个长电影，而且呢有超过呢100部以上的这个短电影哈，就是大家都可以去看。当然你要是在网站上，但是在他们的网站上去买票，也可以去现场购票，我相信是。那最重要的是呢，就是对于电影爱好者，就是爱看电影的人，这是一个很好的就是电影的盛会哈。那对于这个电影工作者来讲的话，也是一个非常好的机会，大家去 socialize， 就去认识一些这个电影圈来自世界各地的电影圈的一些人，交换一些资源，这是一个非常好的时机，大家就是不要错过。Okay, Mr. Hunter. So, and we're already very clear that the next from tomorrow till end of this week, there's gonna be the huge thing happening in Houston. So we are so much looking forward. So we are gonna see you there too, or not?
Oh, I'll be there every night, every single night, to introduce the directors, and I'll be introducing the 7 o'clock shows, and one of our other staff members will be introducing the 9 o'clock shows, because we'll be having a dinner for the directors at 8 back at the Westin Hotel, and congratulate them on their awards, because everybody that's being shown is an award winner. Okay. We don't show losers at World Fest. They're all winners, which is kind of exciting.
This is going to happen tomorrow night or every night during this whole weekend?
During the whole weekend, yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have the dinner with the directors and talk to them about their film and their awards. And, of course, you'll be able to see most of them online after the festival if you can't make it to the theater.
Right. 好，那其实刚才汉特先生有提到，就是他不只是就是明天一天哈，就会从22号到25号，就整个的这一个周末哈，就是每一天呢，他都会电影影展之后呢，会是在这个 Westin which hotel is that? One more time.
The Westin Hotel in Memorial City.
OK， 就是 Westin Hotel 在 Memorial City。其实我自己也去年也是有去过哈，就是就是进门右转，它有一个 bar， 然后那个 bar 就是整个空间都是会让出来，然后大家就可以那里再自由的交流。Yeah, it's you step in the hotel and turn right. They have a little bar over there, right?
Well, actually, you turn left because it's.
Do I have a problem with left and right?
That's the festival grill, which is a nice room. So you walk in and turn left, and you'll see the big banner that says Festival Club. Okay. So you can't miss.
Cannot be missed, right? You cannot be missed.
You can't miss it.
Right.
And tomorrow night, 2 glasses of bubbly on us with our compliments.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted bourbon and Coke or a gin and tonic, we'll treat you to that.
Right.
You get 2 of each.
好，那其实再次跟观众朋友们就是说一下，这个真的是非常非常棒的机会，一定记住了，明天就是开幕式，在这个电影院呢也是在蒙莫尔 City Mall 的旁边那个最大的一个电影院，然后呢就是看电影呢是其中的一方面，然后开幕式当然we have red carpet and on the grand opening, right?
Yes, of course, and our golden Remy statuettes standing up on either side of the step and repeat.
Yeah.
The photos, a beautiful 200-foot-long red carpet.
Right.
All the way.
Wow, how excited every year. So after 54 years, how do you feel? I mean, every year, once the real time comes, how do you feel? You feel stressed or feel less stressed or feel, oh, wow, this is my time? How do you feel?
Well, the neat thing about the festival is it's completely different every year.
Oh, wow.
New films, new people, new challenges.
Right.
Of course, last year we had the little COVID-19 challenge, which was interesting. But what we did was we had the juries finish their work, and we sent the awards out to everybody all over the world. And I want you to know that was an amazing thing because we saw pictures on Facebook.
Right.
Hundreds of pictures of people holding their awards saying, look what I got in the mail.
Oh, right.
So we were a great morale booster for international film festivals everywhere. And they got their prizes just like they did here at the festival. So that was a good PR move, to say the least. This year, the ones who attend will get their prizes here, and the ones who cannot attend, we will mail them their awards. So, and as I love to tell people, if you're not shown, that's one thing. But the award, the fact that you won a gold medal at the film festival, is what lasts forever.
Right.
And that's the most important thing because you can use it in your resume, your advertising, and your marketing.
Sure. Okay, Mr. Hunter, you see, this is my reward. This is my award. I'm waiting on that. Okay. This is empathy. This is empathy, right? All right. It's always so fun to talk to you. You know, I mean, personally, I like to talk to you too, and I'm always glad to have you on my show. We have a lot of fun talking to each other, huh? Isn't it?
Thank you so much. Great. And this, of course, is a real first for us doing it on Zoom, which is amazing.
Right. Oh, you love Zoom. I'd rather have you sit right next to me. So I hope that this pandemic can be handled very well soon. So, you know, we can exactly sit in the studio or sit somewhere. Oh, maybe I can talk to you in the yacht club. Right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And so, so you have more news need to release by this second, or we're good?
Yes. We'll have more news, and we'll have information on more attending directors. And the Japanese came in yesterday.
Oh.
They flew in from Tokyo yesterday, and they're in the Westin Hotel right now.
Oh, well. So who wants to meet them? This is the chance, right?
We will get a lot of other directors in today, and then tomorrow a big bulk, and then, of course, on Saturday, most of them all arrive for the weekend and the regatta at the Houston Yacht Club. And I'll see you there, and make sure you're on a fine boat.
Right. 那其实这个对于休斯顿来讲，真的是一个大家就电影人哈共襄盛或者电影爱好者共襄盛举的一个大好的一个时机哈。我相信呢，在未来的几天当中，这个电影院以及这个明星下榻的宾馆，应该都是会非常的人满为患。所以大家如果有感兴趣的话呢，一定是要及时的买票，及时的出席，去构筑你的电影的一个梦想。那希望呢，就是现在就是在1年多的这个 pandemic 的这个新冠的这个压抑之下，我相信现在慢慢的就是 business 都是 open 了。我相信大家应该是一个很好的机会出来，去认识一些人，去做一些实实在在的事情。Okay, Mr. Hunter. So one more time, we want to release the new submission time for 2022. Is the submission start with August, right?
Yeah, so first discount entry deadline is August 15th, and then the final discount deadline is November 15th, and then the absolute final brick wall deadline is December 15th. So they have August to December to get their entry in, and even then we get people pleading with us in January to accept their movie, and we try and help the juries can. We have we're a big festival, and we're very different from all the other festivals, like Cannes and Sundance and Toronto and Berlin have 2 categories. They have feature films and short film. But WorldFest has 10 categories.
Oh, wow.
After all, this is Texas. So we have shorts and features and experimentals and documentaries and student films. We have new media, music, video. So we've got all of these different categories that attract filmmakers in many, many different ways from all over the world. And that's kind of exciting because it gives everybody a chance to be part of the festival and to enter their film in the competition.
Okay.
But December 15th is the big closing date. And August 15th is the grand opening for entries, and it'll be online, of course.
Okay, do we have a category for TV hosts? You got a set one.
I think we do.
Really?
I do believe there is such a category.
I have to submit, right?
You must.
Yeah, because I've been a TV person. I've been a TV host over 10 years. I have to do something like that, right?
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Okay,
but no, we do have those categories so we can honor people and filmmakers in very specific areas. And you don't have a big National Geographic special competing with a small ecology film about ocelots, which we had this year from Texas. And the little ocelot movie, which we're showing, is made in Texas and is a wonderful little documentary, but it obviously would not do well against a $500,000 National Geographic special. So we keep them in different categories to allow them to win. Okay. So it's a wonderful festival. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. I have the honor and privilege of heading up the shorts jury. So I get to see with my team, with my shorts jury, I get to see all of the wonderful short filmmakers' work. And we can tell that this is going to be a Spielberg or this is going to be an Ang Lee in the future because they're actually, to be honest, Spielberg's work was back in 1982. It was called Amblin. His company is called Amblin Productions, and it might not have won a bronze medal in this year's festival because they've gotten so much better, so much amazingly better.
那就是亨特先生刚才有提到，就是虽然这一届的开幕式刚刚在明天才开始做，那其实接下来的这个几天呢，就是会是整个的这个电影节的一个过程。但是今年呢，因为这个新冠的情况，可能就没有这个颁奖礼哈，没有颁奖典礼，但是它会有一个游艇俱乐部的活动，所以就是说奖还是会颁，只是不会像往年那样的，就是在就是整个舞台搭建的那种，就是有一个整个晚宴。所以今年这个晚宴呢是不会举行的，而且呢明年的这个电影节的这个投递时间就从8月份就已经会开始。如果说您错过了今年的话呢，就是可以投递明年呢，从8月份到12月份都是这个投递时间。希望这个电影工作者们就是不要错过。Yeah, once again, I was mentioned about it. So for a lot of filmmakers, if they missed it of this year because of the pandemic, so they can just catch up and to submit for next year because it's going to start in August, which means very, very soon, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's another thing that's very different about our festival and sets us off from every festival in the world. And we have been on juries all over the world, literally from Korea to Spain. And in those festivals, you're allowed to pick 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze. And that's it. And I was in a Spanish film festival on the jury, and the French and Italian jury members got into a fight over who was going to win the gold. So we have a solution for that. Our juries give each entry a grade, a score, just like in college. If it's an A+, it gets a 97. If it's a B-, it gets an 84. So once we look at all the scores, we will give 5 or 6 golds, 3 or 4 silvers, 7 or 8 platinums, if their score reaches that level. And we're the only film festival in the world that awards you a prize on the basis of your grade. which is wonderful because
Right.
it gives everybody a fair and proper chance, and they don't have to worry about being a gold, a silver, or a bronze, and that's it.
Right.
So that's one reason why we're so popular is because we honor excellence in that way.
That's awesome. Just Hunter 先生有提到，就是这个电影节的包容性是非常的大的，而且它的分类啊是非常的细致，包括他说到这个戛纳的电影节，就是像这种级别的电影节，它基本上就是它的投递的电影只有2种，一个是长电影 feature， 一个是长电影，一个是短电影。那在它这个电影节其实是有10种这个电影的类别哈，就是所以很多为很多的这个电影工作者，就是电影的film makers， 就是提供了特别多的机会和平台，而且呢，就是这个奖项的获得呢，也是分类的非常的细，所以大家只要是真的是在这个行业里面的话呢，都会有很多的机会从这个电影节，它是能高能低的，就是大概这样的一个有容乃大的这样一个电影节，我相信这就是为什么它能够做54年还屹立不倒，而且越做越好的一个原因吧。Right, so because Waterfest. So now we still stand with the Waterfest or Houston International Film Festival. So you just put together or just Waterfest or Houston International Film Festival. I remember you changed the name.
We added WorldFest about 20 years ago,
right.
because there was an old event which is long since gone called the Houston International Festival,
right.
And they kept confusing us, the Houston International Festival, with the Houston International Film Festival. So we added WorldFest Houston as our trade name because it's a lot easier and quicker to say. But our full proper legal name is the Houston International Film Festival, Inc., and we're a nonprofit 501c3 agency. So if anyone wants to donate $100,000 to the festival, we will accept.
They're great to know. Okay, it's just so fun. All right, so Mr. Hunter, so I really wish can sit here talk to you 10 hours more, but so the show time is gonna be closing up. So I wish you a great success for the 54th Waterfest Houston International Film Festival and many more. Thank you to come to my show.
It's always wonderful, and next year we'll be together again.
Sure, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to this. I'm working hard on that.
Because there is a category for you.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Mr. Hunter, and glad to talk to you again. Glad to have you on my show. Thank you.
Thank you. And
thank
this
you.
is the first
thank you.
Zoom interview that we've ever done. So thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. 好，那Hunter 先生呢，一直都是一个，在我心中他是一个老顽童一样的一个人，他非常的有能力，而非常的就是亲民哈，就是每次访谈他的时候都是非常的让人心情愉悦，而且很幽默。那这里呢是美南时事通，那今天的节目就是这样子，我们期待明天大家能够去到这个电影节的开幕式，以及它整个周末哈，就是到这个Memorial City Mall 的旁边的一个电影院，然后呢一直到这个 Western Inn Hotel， 就是去出席这个 After Party， 去见一些来自世界各地的电影人。我相信呢，就是休斯顿的一个盛大的事件。好的，那今天的节目就是这样，我是段娜，我们下次再会。